Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Moving to Australia podcast. A new pathway to permanent residency is now available for researchers, entrepreneurs, investors, and creative professionals with recognized achievements. It's the National Innovation Visa, subclass 858, which has replaced the Global Talent Visa that closed on 6 December 2024 to all new applicants. I'm Arun Belur, and I'm joined by Amitava Deb, a registered MARA agent, who will give us more information on the invitation process, EOI requirements, indicators of exceptional talent, priority sectors that will be extended invitation, and more. Hi, Amitava, welcome. How are you?
Hi, good morning, Arun. Good morning, everyone.
So, what exactly is the National Innovation Visa and how is it different from other migration pathways?
National Innovation Visa is a new one, which is replacing the earlier Global Talent Visa or Distinguished Talent Visa. Same subclass, which is 858. It also consolidates and kind of outdates the earlier Business Innovation Visa, which is subclass 188. So this is done to streamline the requirements for innovation, entrepreneurship, and research pathways. So this is a permanent visa for exceptionally talented individuals. It is not just for anyone, but yes, everyone is welcome to try. Unlike skilled or employer-sponsored visas, which are focused on occupation shortages, the NIV is designed to attract top tier global talent whose work is internationally acclaimed, recognized, and has the potential to shape Australia's future. It is meant for world class researchers, PhD holders, for example, entrepreneurs, which are business persons, athletes, creative people, and investors who bring not just qualifications but proven global impact.
So, what does the overall process look like for someone interested in the National Innovation Visa?
So, in NIV or National Innovation Visa is an invitation only visa to be invited. It's similar to the skilled migration process. You need to submit an expression of interest with the Department of Home Affairs. You must outline your international achievements, the sector you work in, and your potential contribution to Australia. These are all part of the expression of interest online form. You can be either assessed directly by Home Affairs or be nominated by a state or territory government. To be assessed directly by Home Affairs, you need to have a nominator, which can be a person of national repute in your field or an organization. It can be state or territory to government based on their own guidelines. If your profile aligns with the program's priorities and demonstrates exceptional merit, you may be invited to lodge a visa application.
So, how does the invitation process work and who gets invited?
So the invitation process is based on a framework. And in that framework, there are priorities. The priority one are individuals with international top of the field awards or global recognition. I suspect there'll be very, very few people applying on priority one, Nobel Prize winners, for example, or Grammy Award winners. Priority two are candidates nominated by a state or territory government, which we will discuss later in details. Priority three are exceptional individuals in tier one sectors such as critical technologies, AI, for example, health, and renewable energies. Priority four are high caliber individuals in tier two sectors like agricultural technology, defense, education, and fintech. Nomination by a state doesn't guarantee an invitation, which is the priority two sector, but it places your application higher in the priority queue. I would say nomination by a state is a high priority. the topmost priority in Australia.
So, what qualifies someone as exceptional and outstanding?
To meet the bar, candidates must demonstrate achievements such as receiving international awards, securing national research grants, holding a PhD with high academic influence, such as strong publication record, high H index, having significant IP, intellectual property like patents or commercial success, keynote speaker or global thought leader, nominated by a government agency, and so on. The visa is not just for average performers. It is reserved for individuals whose work has changed or significantly influenced their field. And there are several matrices which we as Demica Migration Services have helped candidates in the past through these matrices via the Global Talent Pathway.
So, you mentioned about the sectors earlier on. What sectors is the Australian government prioritizing under the NIV?
The tier one highest priority sectors are critical technologies like AI, cybersecurity, quantum computing, health industries like biotech, digital health, renewables and low emission technologies like green hydrogen, clean energy. So I'm assuming Elon Musk is a good candidate. Just joking. Tier two, agri food and agri technologies, defense and space, education, fintech, financial services, infrastructure and transport, resources and critical minerals. Working in a tier one sector significantly boosts your chances of receiving an invitation, working or even investing.
So, what role does the state and territory governments play in the NIV?
So, state and territory governments play a critical role in this NIV visa because ultimately, a person who gets the visa has to settle in a state, and hence the state governments have drawn up their own priority or prioritization sectors. While the Home Affairs manages the overall process, individual states and territories will nominate exceptional candidates whose work aligns with their own priorities. Being nominated by a state or a territory government places your priority in priority two, which is significant advantage. Now, shall I just mention the priorities in each of the various states,
Yes,
Arun?
please. That'll be very beneficial to all our listeners.
Okay, so let's start with New South Wales. It offers 5 well-defined nomination streams for global researchers, number one, number two, entrepreneurs, number three, creative professionals, number four, elite athletes, and number five, innovative investors. Now, I wanted to draw your attention upon one item here, which is creative professionals. New South Wales are focusing on creative people who are into fine arts, film production, and so on. So these are going to be a focus for New South Wales. They are promoting New South Wales as a multicultural hub. And of course, there are entrepreneurs and innovative investors who will receive priority. Second, Victoria. Victoria have advertised on the website. By the way, all these are found on the respective websites of the state government. So Victoria requires applicants to engage with a relevant government agency and obtain a referral. Applicants must show how their internationally recognized expertise will benefit Victoria's economy, innovation ecosystem, or global profile. Fields like research, advanced manufacturing, medical technology, and the arts are of special interest. Again, I want to emphasize the candidates have to engage with an agency and obtain a referral for Victoria. Third, South Australia. They offer nomination across several categories that include global researchers, entrepreneurs, creative talent, and investors. Very similar, very boring. It's similar to other ones, nothing special. South Australia has no minimum investment threshold, but candidates must demonstrate real economic impact, such as job creation, commercialization potential, or active participation in the state's innovation sectors. Now, these are the three states that have published so far. ACT and Queensland have indicated that they are currently developing their nomination frameworks and are expected to open applications in the near future. And Tasmania, Western Australia, and Northern Territory, as of now, they have not announced any plans for an IV nomination.
So New
So
South
each
Wales,
jurisdiction,
Victoria, sorry to cut you off. Go ahead.
yeah, New South Wales, Victoria, and South Australia have, these are the only ones that have advertised.
So they have started participation in the National Innovation Visa as of now.
Yes, that is correct.
So what kind of evidence should applicants prepare to support their case?
So I have an extensive template for the case for submitting the expression of interest and preparing a case. Strong documentation is very important. So it could be a combination of the following: award certificates and research grants, PhD credentials and publication records, media coverage, citations, patents, letters of endorsements or nominations, details of economic benefit or commercial outcomes, track record of investment or innovation, and if it is creatives, could be portfolios, festival selections, and exhibition records. If applying through a state, show how your work will benefit the local economy and align with the respective states' strategic goals.
So if there is any high caliber or exceptionally talented individual who wants to consider applying for the National Innovation Visa, what are your final thoughts? What would you recommend to them?
So what I'd say is if you're at the top of your game globally, Australia wants you, but excellence alone is not enough. You must show how your talent aligns with Australia in Australia's future direction. This is going to be very, very competitive. It is not for the light-hearted. So if someone says, "Oh, I have done this, I have done a certification, I've got a good 10-year of experience in IT," no, that is not going to go through unless you have serious publications, citations, and all the above which I mentioned. It is not going to happen. So whether through direct Home Affairs assessment or a state nomination, the key is to present clear, evidence based impact. If your work changes industries, saves lives, drives innovation, or defines culture, this visa is for you.
To summarize what Amitava you just shared, the National Innovation Visa seeks established and emerging leaders with high caliber talent and skills who can make significant contributions that will benefit Australia's future prosperity. So this includes global researchers, entrepreneurs, innovative investors, athletes, and creatives. So if you think you have the skills and expertise to fit you into one of these categories, or if you need to discuss this in more detail with Amitava personally, feel free to call him or reach us via email, LinkedIn, or WhatsApp. You will find all those details in the podcast description, or you can visit our website, dmsmigration.com, to learn more about us and how to get in touch with Amitava. Right? Thank you for your time, Amitava. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in.
Thanks, everyone.
See you soon. Bye.
Okay, bye bye.